I'm here at Victory Honda. My name is Silas Phillips and I'm here to show you an LX Accord Hybrid. Now we just got this ready for the lot last night. This vehicle is equipped with LED daytime running lights. Very, very beautiful. These have LED low beams. Now being an LX, the entry level, that's really impressive to get LED low beams that way. Now all of these Hondas are going to come with Honda Sensing, so that's a little radar hiding in your grille there that will actually detect the vehicles in front of you. When you come up here, that's a little camera that detects the lanes and it helps you stay in the middle. Now the LX actually comes with smart entry, so you reach for the door handle and it'll unlock. Now I can't do it right now because the car is actually running, even though you can't hear it. So that will lock it when you tap it, and then that unlocks it. So before I get to the front of the cabin, I just want to show you how much space is back here. I've got a ridiculous amount of space. I mean, I've got to really lunge forward to make my knees get there. I probably got a good 6 inches between, well, maybe even 8 inches actually. That's a lot of space. And then we swing around here, looking up. I mean, I've got a pretty crazy amount of space on my head. I've really got to stretch up for my head to touch. I don't know why, but they buckle the seats from the factory. 2 cup holders right there. Power windows in the back, which is nice. Again, it's beeping at me. Look at that hybrid badge. It's a nice touch. Now it's got a multi-angle rear view camera. Now that's a godsend. Now here's a whole lot of space we have to work with here. It's actually pretty incredible how much space is in there. They actually added a whole cubic foot over the last generation. Now coming into the cabin here, seats to adjust your height here, tilt, lever in the front to adjust depth. Now these actually look really nice. It has like almost a chrome trim. That's really sharp. So we've got automatic up and down windows in the front, power adjustable mirrors, trunk button, pop the hood down there. Now that's part of the Honda Sensing package. So check this out. So that's the main dash. Instead of a tachometer, it has a power and a charge meter. So power is just, it's actually putting out power that it switches to the charge when you're slowing down or you're using your brakes, because your regenerative braking system is actually charging the little hybrid battery. Now I'm going to hit this home button here and it's going to adjust that. Now there's a little scroll button. Scroll through that way. Get a bunch of different things you can put on. Traffic sign detection. This will help you gauge if you're falling asleep or not. Don't do that, by the way. Power charge, just keep it simple. Tells you what kind of fuel economy you're getting. And this, oh, nope. Where are we at? Oh, here we go. So this is Honda Sensing. It has your toggle switch for collision mitigation and lane departure warning. So there's a lot of different things you can adjust that onto. It's actually really cool to have something like this on an entry-level any vehicle. Oh, I'll do that one. Okay, so you've got volume control in the steering wheel, audio track selection. Again, this is the wheel I was using to move those settings around. Now, this is your source for music. Answer the phone, hang up the phone, and some voice commands here. Cruise control on the right, and cruise control is actually adaptive cruise control. So you can actually adjust your speed to the person in front of you based off of the radar in the front of the car. Now, this is the lane keep assist, so it works with this camera up here, and it actually it will hold your vehicle in the middle between 45 and 90 miles an hour, which is nice. And this actually has paddle shifters, so if you're looking for a more sporty experience, you have that as well. Now look at this, an entry-level vehicle with an LCD screen. That's really impressive. So you go over to phone. I mean, obviously we can't put a phone on it right now. I'm using my phone as we speak. You've got all these little, that's a pretty neat little screen for you to adjust your music and the bass and the treble and all that. That's really cool. Quick select for radio, media, so cycle through USB, Pandora, Bluetooth, back to the USB again. Go to the menu here. So adjust clock. It's super easy to do that too. I don't know, it's just really nice to have such a high-tech little screen there. I mean, this is an entry-level vehicle. So you notice how it goes blue and then it goes red when you go up. Just a nice little touch, I think. And if you don't like automatic, you can always twist it manually. And then if your pal on the right wants to be the temperature of the sun, you can do that. Or you can just hit sync and everybody's on the same page. So we got a little James Bond cubby here. Down in there, there's a USB charger for your phone. There's a 12-volt power outlet. Do whatever you want with that. Now here is especially crazy for a so-called entry-level vehicle. So here's park, here's reverse, neutral, and drive. So that's really cool. You don't even have to look at these. You can just feel it, and you'll know what you're hitting. Now we've got an econ mode, a sport mode, and this will toggle the electric vehicle capabilities on or off. Typically, you want that at lower speeds. It'll actually focus on using your battery more so than the engine. Sport mode will focus on using both, so that way you can get the absolute most performance out of it. This is brake hold right here, so whenever you come to a complete stop in traffic, it'll actually hold your vehicle in place, which is amazing when you're at like railroad tracks or those intersections that make you really contemplate slamming it into park. Also useful for drive-thrus. Now this here, that's your parking brake. It's a little electrical tab that allows you to control it, which is starting to become a little more common, but it's actually really cool that you get that in an entry-level vehicle like this. This is really a lot of features that you're getting out of an entry level. Now this vehicle is rated for 47 in town and 47 in the highway. So it's pretty easy to gauge how much fuel economy you're going to get wherever you go. Don't have to worry about the fluctuation. Now coming under here, that's the engine there. It's a 2-liter 4-cylinder hooked up to a, I forget what they call this, but it charges the battery, and it'll actually send power to the battery, and they'll work together on the same motor, the engine and the motor will. So, yeah. New technology, still figuring it out myself, but it's actually really cool. And I gotta say, these things actually have a pretty good amount of pick-me-up. I would not have expected that. It's actually rated for 212 horsepower. I mean, this is really a lot of car for an entry-level vehicle. This is amazing. Really nice wheels. Again, this is the 2018 Honda Accord Hybrid LX. This is, simply put, the best entry-level vehicle you're going to find. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, my name is Silas Phillips. Shoot me a text or give me a call at 765-337-8737. These things are going to go quick.